Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to do Chapter 3 Cumulative Assessment Academics. I will do this assignment step by step and you can get your assignment done by watching this video. If you want me to do this assignment for you, if you want me to do this complete course for you, just contact me on WhatsApp, email or WeChat ID that I have mentioned in the description of this video. You can see my WhatsApp number and email ID at the bottom of the screen. Let's start this assignment and solve this assignment step by step. So, title of the assignment is Exp22 Chapter 3 Cumulative Assessment Academics. So, first step is to download the file where we are supposed to apply all the steps. So, this is the file that I have already downloaded, this one, and we will apply all the steps in this document to get this assignment done. So, we will move to step number 2. Step number 2 is move the insertion point before the blank paragraph mark at the top of page 2 using the Century School Book font style and the 20-point font size. Type the Cornell State University and press enter. So we will go to at the top of the page 2 and we will type this. So I will simply copy this one, go to the page 2 and we will go to the blank paragraph, this one, and we will type this one here. So it is saying that font size should be 20 points and the font style should be Century School Book. So we will select Century School Book from here and after typing this we will press enter. So then we will type this one, comparison of GPA and involvement in the college association. We will type this one and we will change the font size to 16 points. And after that, check the document for spelling and grammatical error. All the names in the table are correct. So now we will type this one and we will change the font size to 16 points for this one. So change it to 16 points now. So after changing it to 16 points, we will type enter after this one. And now we will check the spelling and grammatical errors. For this, we will click on the review tab and we will click on the spelling and grammars. So it is saying that all the names in the table are correct. So we will click on ignore. So table is correct, but we will change this one to group. So we are done with the spelling and grammatical errors. So now we are done with step number 2. Let's move to step number 3 now. In step number 3, it is saying that apply aligned center alignment to the first row in the table. Click or move the insertion point after the last entry in the last row. So last entry in the last row is this one, that is 115. We will click after this one and we will press enter and we will enter this data. So let's go to the document. So first we are supposed to select the first row and we will align it center. For this we will go to the layout tab and click on align center, this one. Now we are supposed to go to the last row, this one, and click after the 115 that it is saying that, and then we will press tab button. So press tab and after pressing the tab we are supposed to enter the data here. So data is, first one is this one. So we will type this data there in the table. So I will keep copying and will be pasting there. So then Adam Mary in second cell. So this is our second cell. So that should be Adam Mary. And then third, fourth, and fifth cells are empty because it is showing dash. Then we will type the accounting, and then 3.67 and 101. So now we will type accounting there, and then in GPA 3.67, 3.67, and then 101. So after this we will press tab again, and we will enter the next row of the data, that is this one. So we will type here then the name, then yes, yes, and then dash. So we will type yes here, and also yes here. Next cell should be empty, and we will type CAS here, CAS here, and then 4.00 and 97. So we will type 4.00 here, 4.00 here, and then 97. So 97. We have typed this one, and we are done with step number 3 now. Now let's move to our next step, that is step number 4. So in step number 4, it is saying that right click any name, identify as misspelled, and from the shortcut menu, select ignore all. Sort the table by major in ascending order and then by name in ascending order. So we will sort the table first by the major in ascending order and then by the name in ascending order, so that the result is name sorted with each major, all in ascending order. So we are supposed to do the sorting of the table. So select the table and go to the sort button, this one. First we are supposed to sort by the major in ascending order, then sort by the name in ascending order. So that is our requirement. So click OK, and now it is sorted. Then step number 4 is completed, and now we will move to the next step, that is step number 5. In step number 5, it is saying that indicate the Michael J. Simpson and Andrew Sams are both active in data view data by typing yes in the data view data column for each of those students. So for these two students, we will type yes in the data view data column. So first we will look for the Michael J. Simpson. So let me look for the Michael J. Simpson. So Michael J. Simpson is here, and we are supposed to type yes in the this one, my data view data column. So we will type yes here, and then the second one is Andrew Sam. So Andrew Sams is there, this one, and we will type yes here as well. So that is all about step number 5. Now we will move to next step, that is step number 6. So in step number 6, it is saying that insert a new row above the first row in the table and merge all the cells in the newly inserted row. So first we will insert the new row above the first row, and then we will merge all the cells in the newly inserted row, and after that we will change the font size to 16, and we will type the comparison of GPA and student involvement in the newly inserted first row. So I will simply copy this one, and let's go to the table now. And now we are supposed to insert a new row above the first row. Click the first row. After clicking, go to the layout tab and then we will click on insert above. So we have inserted a new row now. After that, we will merge the cells in the first row and we will type the comparison of GPA and student environment. So now we are supposed to change the font size to 16. Change the font size to the 16. So that is all about step number 6. So we are done with 6 steps. I solved each and every step and now we are going to do step number 7. Step number 7 is shade the first row in the gold accent 4. Select all the text in the third row through the end of the table, beginning with this one and ending with 98. The table may span 2 pages. Bold the selection. So first we are supposed to shade the first row and then we will select the table from row 3 to the end of the table and we will make the selection to the board. So first we will select the first row. This is the first row. So we have selected the first row. For this we will go to the table design. After going to table design, click on the shading and select gold accent for this one. So now we are supposed to select the table from the third row. This is the third row. We will select from the third row to the end of the table and that will be ending at 98. Now we will make the selection to the board. So we have made the selection to the board. So that is step number 7. And now we will move to our next step, that is step number 8. So in step number 8, it is saying that select the entire table, select a pen color of gold accent 4 and a line weight of 1/2 point. Ensure that a single line border is shown. Apply the selection to all border. So basically in step number 4, we are supposed to apply the border. So first we will go to the table design and we will select the pen color and we will change the line weight and we will change the line style of single solid line. So let me go to the table. So first select the table from here, this one, and then go to the table design. So after going to the table design, we will change the pen color to gold accent 4. So this is gold accent 4 and then line weight should be this one and this should be single solid line. Now we are supposed to apply the border to all borders. Click on all borders. So that is all about step number 8. Now we will move to the next step, that is step number 9. Insert a row below the last row in the table. Type average in the first cell of the new row. Press tab 6 times to read the CSU GPA column. Include a formula that average all the values in the column above. So we will go to the table, go to the last row. This is our last row. And we are supposed to insert a row below this one. So for this, go to the layout tab again. After going to layout tab, click on insert below. So we are supposed to press tab 6 times so that we can go to this column. CSU GPA, this column, this one. So we will type average here. And now we will apply a formula or we will insert a formula here that will average all the values above. So click on the formula tab and change this sum to average because we are going to calculate the average and we are not supposed to select any number from it. So it will give us the average. So average is 126.58. That is step number 9. Now we will move to next step, that is step number 10. So in step number 10, it is saying that view the document in multiple pages, noting that table is split between 2 pages. Return to the view to 100%. So now click on the view tab and click on the multiple pages. So after clicking on the multi-page pages, you can see that column is this one. So table is split between the two pages. Most of the table is on page 2 and some of the part of the table is on page 3. We will go back to the 100% view. After going to 100% view, it is saying that select the first two row, click the navigate to the tab layout tab and select the option to repeat the header rows. So first we will select the header rows. These are the header rows. And now go to layout tab and click on repeat the header rows. Now you can see that these first two rows will be repeated on page 2 as well. So these are repeating on page 2 as well. So that is step number 10. So we have completed 10 steps for this assignment. Let's move to step number 11 now. Basically this assignment have 21 steps and we are doing step number 11 now. So it is saying that insert a row between the Frederick Davidson and David Storm. Click. So we are supposed to insert a new row between these two students. Click in or move to the insertion point of the first cell of the new row and type the following record. So first we will add the new row between these two students and we will add the record for this new student, that is the Jones. So go to the table and look for the name where we are supposed to insert the new row. This one. So we are supposed to insert the new row between the Frederick and the David Storm. So we will click on the insert above. So you can see there is no row between these two students. And now we will add the data. So first one is this one. We will copy this one and paste in the table cell 1. Then the next thing is John Lacey, sorry. Type this one in the table. That is the student name. Then this box will be empty and we will move to this box. And it is saying that type yes and again yes in the next cell. So type yes, again yes, and here we are supposed to type the computer science, then GPA is 3.89 and point is 130. So we will type computer science here. So GP should be 3.89 and here we are supposed to enter 130. So we are done with step number 11. So now we will move to our next step, that is step number 12. So step number 12 is update the average in the last row to reflect the addition of new records. So we have added a new record in step number 11. That is why we will update the average in the last row of the last cell. So we will first go to the table and now we are supposed to update this one. So we will right click on it and click on update field. Now we got the new value. So next it is saying that insert a caption for the table, ensuring that label is table 1 and that the caption shows below the table. So we are supposed to insert this caption GP and student involvement below the table. So I will copy this one, then go to the table again. So after selecting the table, go to the reference tab. After going to the reference tab, we will click on insert caption. And now we are supposed to, position should be below to the table. So we will type this one. So you can see that we have inserted the caption below to the table. So that is tab number 12. So now we will move to our next tab, that is tab number 13. It is saying that press enter twice, insert the text from the sponsor doc. So press the enter twice. I have pressed the enter twice, and now we are supposed to insert the doc text from the sponsor doc. So this is the sponsor doc, this one, and we will copy the data and we will paste it here. So I have inserted this one, that is tab number 13, and now we will move to our next tab, that is tab number 14. Step number 14 is select the newly inserted text sponsor through the A177. It does not matter whether you selected the paragraph mark following, but do not select the blank paragraph on the next line. Whether you selected the end paragraph mark on the last line of the text is relevant, convert the selection to a table. Confirming that the new table will include 4 columns and 4 rows. So basically we are supposed to insert a new table based on the data we have just pasted. So we will first select the data, this one, and don't select this paragraph mark on the next line. Then go to the insert tab and click on the table and convert the text to the table. So we will click OK, and we have converted the text into the table. That is tab number 14. And now we will move to our next tab, that is tab number 15. So in step number 15, it is saying that right click anywhere in the selected table and from the shortcut menu select the table properties. Click or navigate to the column tab. Ensure that the preferred width checkbox is selected and change the width to 2. So let me do this one now. So we will click on the table properties, and now we will click on the column tab. So after clicking on the column tab, it is saying that ensure that the preferred width checkbox is selected. This one selected, and now change the width to 2. So we will change the width to 2 and click OK. So after that, click OK. So we have completed this, and next thing to do is apply a table design of grid table 4 accent 4. So we will apply grid table 4 accent 4 to this one. Select this one, go to table design and table style, grid table 4 accent 4. So this is grid table 4 accent 4. Change the font size of the first row of the table to black text 1. So we will change the font color of the first row, this one, to black text 1. So this one. So we are done with step number 15 now. Now we will move to our next step, that is step number 16. Step number 16 is center the table horizontally on page 2. Insert the caption below the table that reads the table faculty sponsors. So increase the indent of the caption by 0.5 inches. So let me copy this one. First we will center the table, select the table and center this one. And now we are supposed to insert the caption. So go to reference tab and insert caption. And now we are supposed to increase the indent of this one to 0.5 inches. So we are supposed to increase the indent of the caption by 0.5 inches. So this one. So that is all about step number 16. And now we will move to a next step, that is step number 17. So step number 17 is begin a mail merge for the letter using the faculty. So basically step number 17 is about the mailing. So we will use a mail merge and we will select the Excel file as the data source. And then after the selecting the Excel file, we are supposed to responding, I asked, okay, so let me go to do this step. Go to the document, click on the mailing, this one, and now we will select the existing doc and we will select our document, that is a sponsor. Faculty doc, sorry, faculty Excel sheet, this one. So I have selected this one. 1 minute. Let me select this again. So select this sheet 1. Okay. So we have selected the sheet. After that, click or move the insertion point after the paragraph mark 2 on page 1 inside the merge field of the title. Press spacebar inside the merge field of the first name. Press spacebar inside the merge field of last name. So let me go to the page 1 first. And after it is saying that click after 2. So after clicking after 2 on page 1 inside the merge field of title. So click on mailing and inside the merge field of title. So we have inserted the title merge field, and after that it is saying that press spacebar inside the merge field of first name. So now we are supposed to insert the merge field of the first name, this one. Again we will press the spacebar. Press the spacebar and insert the merge field of last name. So spacebar and we will insert the merge field of the last name. And now click before the paragraph mark following the date and type this one. So we will click before the paragraph mark following the date, this one, and we will type this one. Now it is saying that, so we are done with step number 18 and step number 19 is step number 19 is preview the result and finish the merge editing individual document. Select all of the merge doc and copy the selection, display the original file and paste the text at the end of the document. So first we will go to the document, click on preview and click on finish individual document, this one, click OK. So we will get another file, that is a letter 1 file. Select all of the text from here, click this and click don't save. Then we will go to the end of the document and enter insert a blank page, and now we will paste all of the data here. So it will have (13 pages. You can see that here there are 13 pages in the document now after the mail merge process. So that is all about step number 20. It is saying that it should have 13 pages now. So we have completed step number 8. Basically, so we have completed this assignment. I solved each and every step in this video. If you want to do this assignment, you can watch my video and you can complete this assignment. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will get back to you with another video.